Hello, this is Stuart Dahl here, just chilling in the man cave on a Wednesday night, just chilling, having some chicken wings and a couple pops and whatnot, watching some TV, and that. T- Today is the 70th anniversary of the liberation of Dachau concentration camp from by the U.S. Army. Um, Today is a day to remember those who had died under the Nazi regime, and it's a day to reflect on, the sacrifices the Allied soldiers made for peace, freedom, and security during World War II, and to remember the darkest chapter in German history. And even after World War II, Germany was still divided into four sections between the Americans, the British and the French in the West, and the Soviet Union in the East. And relations during the Cold War years weren't exactly as peachy as you would think, because of the clashing of ideological systems, the capitalist West and the communist East, butting heads with each other. But it's also a day to reflect the millions of soldiers that died on both sides of the battlefield during World War II, from countries that were part of the British Empire at the time, and also those who died with the so-called Axis powers of Italy, Japan, and Germany. And in the later years of the war, Germany realized they were going to face defeat because the turning point for them was the Battle of Stalingrad. And then from 1942 on, the Soviets kept on pushing towards the German border, and eventually we're not that far from the city of Berlin. And on April 16th, 1945, at exactly 3 a.m., the Battle of Berlin opened with a deafening barrage from millions of rockets and artillery shells pounding the German lines on the Oder-Neisse River line. But it's also a time to remember those who have died in all conflicts in history, from World War I to World War II, even every conflict since World War II. The war in Iraq, Afghanistan, Bosnia, Kosovo, all the major conflicts in human history. But nothing compares to the human carnage of the Second World War, because of the millions of civilians that died because of constant constant air raids, constant shelling, and whatnot. People dying of starvation and whatnot. But we all have to be grateful for the things we have in life. Food, water, shelter, clothing, and whatnot. But this weekend in Germany, the survivors of Dachau concentration camp and U.S. Veterans will be at Dachau prison camp, which was located outside of Munich, Germany, for commemoration ceremonies to remember the thousands of political prisoners and any of the people that had died under the Nazi regime, which was probably the most brutal regime in World War II in terms of the crimes that were committed and all the other heinous things that were committed and whatnot. But let's all remember those who had died under the Nazi regime this week and this weekend and whatnot. But let's not forget the sacrifices that German soldiers and every soldier from every country during World War II made for their own causes and whatnot. But let's remember the U.S. troops that liberated the first concentration camp opened in Germany even before World War II started. And that other than that, I'm just having a nice relaxing evening. I have work tomorrow, and then I have my usual swim practice that I do every Thursday night. Then at Friday I have work again. That's the end of my work week. And then Saturday morning I have my last bowling of the season, where there'll be food, awards, and whatnot. And then Saturday night I'm hanging out with my friend Big John, and it looked to be a good rest of the week for me and whatnot. I'm going out Friday night, do some strength for dryland training and whatnot, and that's pretty much it for now. This is a wrap. You guys have a good rest of the evening and have a good sleep and whatnot. Stay out of trouble and that. And that's pretty much it. Thanks. Peace.